Okay, and we're live. Welcome. I'm Vicky from Yin Yang Yoga, for those of you who don't know me. And today our session is going to be centered around the earth. So this class will be centered around the earth in two respects. First of all, because it's, I'm putting this way because that's where my window is, it's late summer. And in the East, they believe that there are they say that there are 5 different seasons. So besides the 4 that we know for the Westerners who are watching this, they also have an addition to this, late summer. Now, each of these seasons are related to a particular element, and late summer is related to earth. So if we look at it in if we look at this in a way of everything energy being, so for example, human beings, animals, plants, everything being interconnected, so basically we being connected to nature, then the idea is in late summer that it's kind of the time of year where there's that final boost of growth before the autumn comes and before the winter comes. So we could say that late summer is a time for regeneration, for growth, and a time for cultivation, self-cultivation. So in that respect, that's what we're going to be looking at today. So in an energetic sense, we're going to be working on those energies within the body. We're going to start, as this is a Yin Yang session, we're going to start with the Yang. So we'll start with something a bit more active, a bit more flowing, a bit more dynamic. It's not going to be massively dynamic, I would say, but certainly focusing on the muscles and moving. So we're going to use something called the Earth Salutations from Drew Yoga. Then we're going to move into the Yin part of the session, and we will be stimulating the energy of the spleen and the stomach meridians. I'll explain these things a bit more as we go along. So I'm just going to start my timer. So let's start on our mats. You don't actually need a mat, to be honest, if you don't have one for this. So I just want you to come into the center of the mat and just plant your feet on the floor, maybe spreading the toes, lifting the heels up, planting, rooting into the ground. So we want to keep the body quite straight, but not tight. So just imagine that there's a thread from the top of the head going into the ceiling, keeping you upright, bringing the shoulders up and back, opening up the chest, keeping the back straight. So you want to be feeling the muscles here, keeping them strong, but don't overdo it, not super tight. Arms out to the sides. You can open the hands out to the front if you want, spreading the fingers, again creating that space. Keeping the muscles strong but nothing too tight. And close your eyes if you want to. And just bring your attention to your breath. And if you know the Ujjayi breath or the ocean breathing, you can start to use that. Not too strong, but starting to slow down the breath. Breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4. And if you don't know Ujjayi breathing, don't worry about it, it's not necessary. Just breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. Noticing where you feel it in the body with the breath. Do you perhaps feel the shoulders rise and fall? Maybe it's in the chest, or perhaps in the belly. Alternatively, you might just feel the air going in and out of the nostrils. Or it could be a completely different place. There's no right or wrong. I just want you to bring your focus to the breath. Deepening the breath. Noticing where you can feel it in a physical sense. And what I'd like you to do today is to use the breath with the movements as we always do, or at least try to. But with these earth salutations, just to try and aid that calm, that connection and that grounding nature of this series, connecting us, our bodies, in a physical and an energetic sense, to the earth. Using the breath as something that's between the earth and the person. So when you're ready, open your eyes. I'm going to show you, first of all, the movements that we're going to make, and then we'll do them in a sequence. So you're going to be using these hand movements in the whole flow. So first of all, remember, don't try to look exactly like me. If it's slightly different, if it's different from what I do, that's absolutely fine. We're all completely different. We have different bodies. So just use my instructions as a general instruction. So just bring the fingers together and then just put them approximately around the groin area. Breathe out completely. So we're going to breathe in and out through the nose. Breathe in, bring the fingers up to approximately the neck, and then as you breathe out, turn them over, push down. Breathe in. Bring the arms up, but we're circling to the front, to the top, and as you breathe out, let go of the hands, big arch, and bring them down by your sides. Let's do it again. So breathe in, fingers come up to the neck approximately, breathe out, push the energy down. It's basically what we're doing to the earth. Breathe in, then the hands are coming up, we're bringing them forward and up to the top. And then breathe out, let go of the hands, and then bring them down by your side. So this time we're going to do it with the movement. Breathe in, hands come up. Breathe out, step the right foot out to the side, fairly far, have whatever's comfortable. Hands go down. Breathe in, arms go up again. Breathe out, separate the hands, arms come down. Okay, you might want to bring your heels in for the next bit because we're going to squat. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, squat down, move the feet if it's not comfortable. Breathe in, hands go up again. You might want to bring the body up a bit. Breathe out, then the body comes up completely. Breathe in, hands together, hands go up, turn to the right. Breathe out, bend that front knee and push out this time. Breathe in, hands go up. Your body might go up a bit as well if you want to. Breathe out, hands go down, go back to the center. Breathe in, hands go up to the neck approximately. Breathe out, turn to the left. Breathe in, then bend that front knee and go forward. You can also bring the body forward. Breathe out, hands go down, go back to the center. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, hands go down and fold forward. Breathe in, hands go up, and you come up as well. Breathe out, and arms go down to the sides. Breathe in, hands go up, leg goes up. Breathe out, come to the center. Breathe in, hands go up, above the head. Breathe out, hands come down to the side. So let's go to the left. Breathe in, hands come up. We're just going to stay in the center to start with. Breathe out, push the energy down. Breathe in, hands forward and up to the top. Breathe out, hands go down. So we're stepping to the left this time. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, step to the left. In, hands go up. Out, hands come down by the side. So this time we're squatting. Move the feet if you need to. Breathe in, hands go to the neck. Breathe out, squat down, bend down. Breathe in, hands go up. You can come up a bit if you want. Breathe out, hands go down. This time we're turning to the left. Breathe in, hands go up, turn to the left. Breathe out, bend that front knee, sorry. Breathe in, come up. You can keep that front knee bent a bit if you want. Breathe out, arms go down, come back to the center. Breathe in, hands go up, turn to the right. Breathe out, bend that front knee. You can do whatever you want with that back leg. Come up. Breathe out, come back to the center again. This time we're folding forward. Breathe in, hands to the neck. Breathe out, fold forward. Move the feet position if you want to. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, arms come down. Breathe in, lift the left foot. Breathe out, hands go down. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out. And one more in the center. Breathe in. Breathe out, push the energy down. Breathe in, arms straight up. Breathe out, arms come down by the sides. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this a couple more times. You know the movements now. Just remember when we're doing the movements, if you're feeling anything is hurting you, like for example, if you're bent to the side and you feel that this isn't comfortable in either leg, just move the position of the feet. Yeah? The main thing we're doing here is we're stretching the hip flexors, but you might feel that back leg, but you might feel you just want to adjust the foot. Always just adjust if it's hurting. So keep it with the breath, the movement with the breath, and we can use it, if you want to, as a type of meditation, moving meditation. So the first time we're going to do it, we're going to do it with quite a lot of force, with quite a lot of energy. And then the second time, I want you just to really try and connect the breath with the movement to try and bring us down, to calm us, to calm the nervous system. Okay, so just close your eyes again. Hands by the sides. Bring your breath back, breathing in for 4 and out for 4. Okay, so let's start in the center first. Breathe in, hands to neck. With a bit more energy this time. Breathe out, push the hands down. So really using the joints. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, arms come down to the side. So like a big circle. Breathe in, lift the right foot. Breathe out, right foot goes out, hands go down. Breathe in, coming up, stretching up. Breathe out, really big circle, rolling the shoulders. Breathe in, hands come up to the neck. Breathe out, squat down. Move the feet if you need to. Really squat. Breathe in, coming up. You can keep a bit of a squat if you want. Breathing out, arms go down. Breathing in, turning to the right. Breathing out, bending the right knee. You can lift the back heel if you want to. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, come to the center. Really circle those joints in the shoulders. Breathe in, turn to the left. Breathe out, bend the front knee, push the energy out. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, come to the center. Breathe in, hands come up. Breathe out, remember to bend from the hip joint, folding forward, back straight. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, circle the shoulders, arms coming down. Breathe in, lift the right leg. Breathe out, bring it back in and bring the hands down. Back to the center, breathe in, arms come up. Breathe out and bring the hands down. I'm going to go to the left. So breathe in, hands come up. Breathe out, step out to the left. Breathe in, arms come up, stretch up. Breathe out, big circle, arms come down by the sides. Breathe in, hands come up. Breathe out, bring the heels in if you want to, squat down. Really squat down as far as is comfortable. Breathe in, coming up again. Maybe a smaller squat. Breathe out, back to the center. Breathe in, turn to the left. Breathe out, bend the front knee. Feel that stretch in the back leg. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, coming back to the center. Breathing in, turning to the right. Breathing out, pushing out, bending the front knee, feeling the stretch in the back. Breathe in, coming up. Breathing out, circle the arms back down. Breathe in, taking the left leg up and the arms up. Breathe out, pushing the energy down, coming back to the center. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, circle the arms and come back to the center. We'll just do one more in the center. Arms come up to the neck. Push the energy down, still with energy here. Stretching up. And then bringing the arms down. So let's do it one more time. Gentler. Breathe in to the neck. Gentler. Breathe out, push the energy down, but gently. Breathing in, coming up, but don't really stretch. Breathe out, bringing the arms down. Breathing in, arms and foot go up, right foot. Breathe out, step to the side, maybe not as far as last time. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, arms come down. So we're squatting next. Move the feet if you need to. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathing out, squat down, but you don't need to squat as far as last time. Breathe in, smaller squat, careful of your back. Breathe out, coming to the center. Breathe in, turning to the right. Breathe out, bend the knee, not as far as last time. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, come to the center. Breathe in, hands go up. Oh, I forgot to turn to the left. Breathe out, bend to the left. Bend the front knee. Breathe in, coming back up to the center. Breathe out, coming back to the center. Breathing in, hands go up, right foot goes up. Breathing out, hands go down, gently. Breathe in, hands come up. Breathe out, down to the sides, and we'll go to the left, softly, calmly. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, hands go down, step to the left. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, arms go down, squat next. Breathe in, hands go to the neck. Breathe out, squat down, move the feet if you need to, not too far. Breathe in, coming up to a smaller squat. Breathe out, arms down by the sides. Breathe in, turn to the left. Breathe out, bend, push to the left. Breathe in, coming up. Breathing out, coming to the center. Breathe in, raise the left leg. Breathe out, push the energy down. Breathe in, Arms go up. Breathe out, arms come down. I realise we just missed the right side, so breathe in, take the left leg up again. Breathe out, take it out to the side. Breathe in, bring the arms up. Breathe out, arms come down. We need the right side for balance. Breathe in, turn to the right. Breathe out, push to the right. Breathe in, coming up to the centre. Breathe out, arms come down, turn back to the centre. Breathe in, hands come up, left leg comes up. Breathe out, hands go down. Breathe in, hands go up. Breathe out, hands come down. One more time. Breathe in, hands up to the neck. Breathe out, close your eyes for this. Breathe in, arms up to the top. Breathe out, arms down by the sides. One more time, close your eyes. Down to the neck. Gently, gently. Breathe out, hands come down to the waist or below. Breathe in, bring the arms up above your head. Breathe out, arms down by the sides. One more. Breathe in, hands come up to the neck. Really gentle now. Breathe out, push the energy down. Gently. Breathe in, arms come up. Breathe out, arms come down to the sides. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Just for a couple of moments, notice if there's been any effect, any sense of grounding, energetic movement, perhaps calming. Maybe nothing. And if there isn't, don't worry about that. So that we're going to move into the yin. So for those of you who haven't done this, these ones I would like you to do passively, these poses, without activating the muscles, or as little as possible. We're going to be staying in them for a couple of minutes each. So separate the legs. And then just fold forward. So what we're looking to activate here is the spleen meridian. And the spleen meridian runs on the inside of the legs, but kind of the front part of the insides of the legs. So what I'd like you to do is play with the position of the heels and also the weight of your body. Notice where you can feel it. Now it could be anywhere here. It could be in the backs of the legs, it could be in the fronts of the legs. You can also bend the knees a bit if you want to, and you can also bring the feet a bit closer. I do want you to feel like you're able to stay in this for a couple of minutes. But you want to be feeling a stretch on the inside thigh. Ideally, inside thigh more towards the front, but it's going to be a very general area. So if you've just got the inside, if you've got the inside thigh, then great. As I said, bend the knees a bit if you want to. You can have the hands on the floor. The back is fine to be rounded in Yin Yoga, so that we're stretching the spine. Or you can hold on to the elbows, which gives a bit more weight. For me, I'm finding that's a little bit too much weight on my back, to be honest. So we're just going to stay here for about 2 minutes. You can drop the head if you want to. And be aware that you may well feel this more in one leg than the other. And that as well as feeling it on the inside thigh, you may very well feel it in another part of the leg as well, multiple parts. And you can play with the weight a little, as I said. See how that stretch changes if you move back a little bit? And if you move the weight forward, just do this with attention. Do it as an experiment to see Maybe if you move to the right a little bit, you walk the hands to the right a bit, or you walk the hands to the left a bit. Just experimenting. And then when you found where you would like the stretch to be, and then it's okay, you can stay in for another minute or so, about 40 seconds. Then resolve to stay relatively still. And you might want to bring the heels in now, because we're going to bend the knees and squat down, so you might want to bring the feet a bit closer so that you can bend the knees and squat down. And then move the weight to the right leg, stretch out the left. So again, you want to feel a stretch on the inside of the thigh here. If you're not really feeling it, then you can move the leg around. You can move it a bit further forward. It's not very easy actually, or a bit further backwards. And also play with the rotation. So basically move the toes, move the foot. We're up on the heel here. Move the foot around until you can find that stretch on the inside thigh. We're only going to stay here for another 30 seconds or so. Particularly if it's more towards the front, which is where the spleen meridian is. I'll explain that in a second. Keep the body, when you've found that stretch, see if you can just soften the body without tensing the muscles. Just allowing the stretch to get deep into that area without you actually doing anything as such. Okay, so that's that side. So then we're going to move to the other side. So you do this in whatever way you want to. I'm just going to do it like that so that you can see me okay. And then this time, stretch out the right leg. Now if any of you, if this isn't feeling good on your foot or your ankle, it's okay if you just want to go down onto your knee and then just sit on the foot. If you prefer to do that, that's fine. Our target area is the inside thigh, and you can still get it that way. So same thing, move the foot, play with the rotation of the leg, and it may very well be different on this side until you get that inside thigh stretch. So for me, for example, but this is my body, if I'm moving the foot a bit more further forwards, and probably most people this will be the same, but not necessarily all, then the stretch moves more to the front of the inside thigh there, which is the area that we want to target. And again, we'll be here for about 45 seconds now. See if you can soften, see if you can relax. And for me personally, I don't feel as much stretch on this side as I did on the other side. With Yin Yoga, what we want to do is we want to go to a point that's our natural stopping point and then relax into the pose without any pushing, a mild to moderate sensation over a general area, a target area. So in this case, it's the inside thighs or the spleen meridian. So then in your own way, but just gently, you might want to hold on to the knee, for example. Come back to the center. Now you can either just sit on the knees or you can fold over into child's pose. Just for a minute or so, I just want you to feel those areas that we just stretched. And notice anything, any physical sensations you can feel. on the inside thighs. Close your eyes if that's comfortable, and I'll just quickly explain what I'm talking about with the spleen meridian. So again, going back to China and the earth element, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's considered that in order to be healthy, it's not just about the physical, it's all connected to mental, physical, it's all about the whole being, including the energy, or qi as they call it, and that the energy flow within us is smooth, it's uninhibited, and this energy is said to flow through particular meridians, so particular channels throughout the body. And the main channels are all named after the main organs, the 12 main meridians. And for each element, they have 2 of these meridians. So for the earth element is the spleen and the stomach meridian. So what we're doing today is by stimulating the spleen meridian, which we just did, the energy that flows through that area, and the stomach meridian, which we'll do next. The idea is we're trying to bring those energies into balance, particularly for this time of year, and help achieve optimal health. That's the idea. So now we're going to go on to the stomach meridian, which is basically down the front of the body and into the fronts of the legs. So I just want you to sit on your heels. So we're going to start on the heels. You might want to adjust it. We're going to do saddle pose, which we've done quite a few times, but it's great because it stretches the whole of the body. So, whole of the front body. You might want to start, and you might want to stay by just putting your hands on the floor. Now, for some people, that may even be too much. Now, if you find that it's too much, put your hands up on something. Yeah, fingers can point anywhere. It doesn't matter where they point. We're looking for a stretch on the front of the body, fronts of the legs, front of the body. Yeah, so if that's where you're getting a mild to moderate stretch, stay where you are. If that's not enough, then keep going. So you might want to go down onto the elbows, for example. And remember, you can separate the knees. That's absolutely fine. In fact, it may help, particularly if you've got any uncomfortable sensations in the lower back, because we're compressing the back here ultimately. Or some of you may go down completely onto your back. Knees might come up, again, that's fine, that's okay. As long as you're feeling a good stretch in the front, but no pinching, stabbing, tingling, anything that feels like pain anywhere else. So for example, the lower back is quite a common place. So for me personally, it works for me better on the elbows. And I would say most people, it would be sitting on the heels, but for others, you might find because of your hips, because of the way your hips are made, and your rotation possibilities, it may be better for you to sit in between the heels. But if anybody's trying that and it's giving you issues in your knees, sit back up on the heels. We're doing a functional yoga practice here. Please bear that in mind. So what I mean by that is I want you to focus on what it feels like, not what it looks like. So if you're still up on your hands and you're getting a good stretch on the front of the body, stay there. Don't go where I am. Don't push yourself to go on your back. Don't push. Just go with what your body wants. I'm just going to stop talking now. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes here. I want you to close your eyes and just feel the sensations in the body. Head can be up or back, you choose. See if you can relax the body, see if you can soften. If you find that your mind wanders, just bring it back to the feeling in the body. And remember, if you feel at any point that it's getting too much, then just go to a softer edge or come out completely and just lie down on your back or on your front or child's pose, whatever neutral position you prefer. So I want you just to come out of this. So you choose whichever way is best for you to come out gently and safely. So you might want to come back up to the center, or you might just want to make your way into a lying position. And your back may well be feeling a bit tender, a bit fragile. That's normal when we're stimulating connective tissue, as we do in Yin Yoga. So just be gentle, making your way into a lying position for the final resting pose, or the final rebound pose, you could say. Straighten the legs out and just get into your Shavasana position, whatever that may be. You might want to just, I can't put my foot there, something's in the way, but you might want to spread the arms and legs out. That might be more comfortable for you. Or keep them relatively straight. Whatever you prefer, as long as you can relax. Close your eyes. And let's just take in the practice, the physical practice, the energetic practice. Notice anything that's going on here in any way. See how you feel without judging anything, just noticing. I would encourage you to stay here for as long as you want to, or as long as you're able to if you're working. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll be back next Wednesday for more Yin Yang, and on Friday for pure Yin Yoga, which is going to be focused on twists. The Facebook event will be going up this afternoon. Please enjoy your Shavasana, and I hope that you will join me again next time. Thank you.